Hi everyone, I'm Graddles, and welcome to a new episode of City Skylines. Here I am doing something a little different. About 2 years ago, Biffa put out a one-tile challenge, and to make a functioning city using high density, using only one tile. So I chose the map Swamplands from Sunset Harbor, and I terraformed it into this large square, and I laid out some roads, and I put 3 roundabouts in to kind of divert the traffic around. I have a 6-lane that comes all the way around and then right through the middle. I have 4 lanes coming off of that doing the same thing, going around the whole city, and then 2 coming down off both sides of the 6-lane. And then I put in our 2-lane roads in the middle. So my goal is to pretty much stick to IT buildings for offices around the 6-lane. The 4 lanes are going to be for all commercial, and then the 2 lanes are going to be for residential. And yeah, we're going to have to put in a lot of schools, medical, all the services we need. So I'm going to time lapse this probably, and I think we're going to get started. So first I have to figure out where I'm going to put in our own services. We do have farm in the middle, and I did district that out to use this for some industry. And then you could see I used the districts to fill in for the IT. Connect that. And yeah, so I think we're going to lay down some water and put in some services, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I ran all the water using the 460 method. I put in some advanced inland water for sewer. I put in a nuclear power plant, and now I need fresh water. And because I terraformed this and blocked off all waterways, I'm going to have to use water towers. I'm going to try to stick these down the middle, but away from our pollution over here. So I think I will stick some of these off maybe the sides, because I do have some room right along here, and it may not work. Let's see. Yeah, that touches. So I might delete this right here and move it over just a little bit. Alright, so that, because it was the last on the end here, I did not follow the 460. This street could be deleted here. So let's see where we're at here. If I could run this right along the edge, I should be able to sneak water towers down in here. Let's see how far. Yes, it'll let me go all the way. So now let's see if I can sneak some water towers right in here. This should work. I want to see how far I can come. Alright, so I can't hit here. So right here. We're going to need quite a few. So we'll do that. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could always add more if we need to. I was looking for a place to possibly put a cargo airplane and airport and a passenger airport. And I was thinking maybe down in here somewhere. So I'm just going to see how big these guys are. So that's a regular airport. That is a cargo airport. I definitely can't sneak it in there. It'll run right into my 6-lane. I could definitely sneak it in here if I get rid of some of these roads. It's going to take up a lot of space. Could put it right next to the industry over here, which might work better. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Not sure which road I want to place it on just yet. That kind of runs into our water. So I think we're going to place it down in here. And we'll get rid of that road. Alright, let's see. Okay. So it fits nicely right in here. So I think we'll pop that right there. And we could possibly add a few roads in. Let's go straight. There we go. And we'll bring this down and across. Alright, so there's our cargo airport, which is actually quite... We'll actually come down a little bit in case we need some more water pumps in here. And we might take this just a little further. There we go. And maybe we'll put some just generic industry in here. Let's come over to here and we'll see if we can run in an airport. They're not quite... It's about the same size, I would say. Yep, they're pretty much the same size. So, can we do something very similar over in here? I don't think we're going to get it down in here. Or over here. Kind of takes up that road. So I think the best place is probably over here. I think we'll come all the way over to the edge here like we did on the other side. And yep, let's go ahead and start deleting. Let's go ahead and run some roads in here. Let's bring that down just a little. And we could put some industry in here if we needed to, or some commercial down in there. So now we definitely have the capacity to bring in some goods and also bring in some residents using the airports. So I think we could start getting started in zoning. Alright, so I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to cut this video right here. I'm going to start filling in a lot more and I will be back with you. Okay, so I'm back and I filled out quite a bit of the outer square. Just filling in now the middle. And I'm thinking about public transportation. I'm thinking probably maybe running some metro throughout. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that now. I want to keep it to the commercial areas, somewhere in here. So I'm thinking about just running metro in this square so people can get around. It does bring some noise pollution, so that is why I want to run it inside the commercial zone. So I'm going to go ahead and go into our metro. And let's see where the best spots would be. Thinking right about here. Here. So those are pretty straight and even. And then I'm thinking, let's come down to here. We'll go on the inside. Here. And we did come on the inside of that, which is basically our commercial. No, that's our office space. I should have probably came in just a little onto here. Just see. Run it down to that line. Yeah, I should have put it right here. So I'm going to go ahead and relocate this one. And let's keep it straight. And that's there. So I think we'll come into here. Okay. So let's go ahead and run the rails. And we'll run this one straight. And with this, I'm going to want to curve it. And that'll work. This end is not going to work. It's going to go off map, I think. Oh no. We just sneak it in. Perfect. So let's go ahead and run a line. This is going to need electric. So we'll add a stop here. And we'll do one in the opposite direction. Alright, so now we have some metro run. We did spread our electric, so we're good. So that should be up and running. We do have a high demand for industry. Let's go see where we could sneak some more industry in down here. Let's just take a look. We pretty much have all this filled in. I don't think I want to... You know what? I think we'll just do it. We'll throw some in up here. There isn't much farmland over here, but we'll just import it. There's a little bit in there. And we might as well finish off in here as well. And yeah, I think that'll be it for there. In here, we're going to have to run some offices around this to add any kind of residence, because it will be filled with noise, and we'll be sending people to the hospital. Let's check on our education really quick, because now okay, so we're doing much better. That is why our commercial is now taking. So we could probably go ahead and start zoning in some office space. I'll be back shortly. I'm gonna get off a little bit and come back in a little bit after I straighten some of this out and fill some more in. Okay, I'm back, and I can't seem to push this population up past around 39. I have it going. My traffic is in good shape. About 89, 90. It's, you know, I have more residents moving in a little bit at a time. I'm having trouble filling this industrial demand, because I actually got rid of a lot of industrial area once I started putting these offices in. But these offices don't quite fill the same demand, I don't think. It doesn't seem like it. But, yeah, I keep squeezing things in, and until I get more of this industrial demand filled, these residents aren't going to go ahead and fill in. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find anywhere else I can squeeze in some office. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, the traffic is really built up, and also our metro is filled to the capacity. So I'm thinking now we are going to run some public transportation. I think we're going to go ahead and do a monorail, and we're going to go along the 4-lane right over here. We'll upgrade this to all monorails. Thinking that we'll put a monorail station close to the metro so they can hop on and off from there. Let's just see. I'll have to delete a road in order to put this monorail in. But I think that's good for now. Let's see if that makes a huge impact. Let's go ahead and run some stops with this. Now I do like the monorails. They kind of keep off the roads. They're raised and elevated, so we don't have to worry too much about them. So let's go ahead and start the clock up. See if we could fill in any more of these demands that we have in order to try to get more population. Alright, so we're up to about 44. Let's check our traffic now. Alright, we're about, what, 87, 88, somewhere in there. Still having some issues with this traffic. Let's see where these people are going. It's mostly private vehicles still. And it's mainly so we definitely need more public transportation, I think, because as you can see, got a lot of pedestrians, but we still have a lot of purple going through here. But I think we have pretty much filled in as much as we can. So I still am going to let this run. We did get up to 45,000. And, yeah. So I think we're going to leave this here. It's not too bad considering we still have our traffic above the 85%. I didn't see any cars despawning. No. And it's just a few rough spots that are making it miserable, right in these roundabout areas. Let's go ahead and just check our monorails. So our metro did slow down. We are now cut that almost in half. Now that we got monorails up and running, they're doing quite well. Let's up this to about 200. Whoops. And we'll do this one to about 200. So that should help. So yeah, putting in the monorails definitely helped our metro quite a bit. So I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. I really enjoyed this challenge, and if there's any other challenges you would like to see me do, please leave a comment below. And if you like my content and would like to see more, please click the like button and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.